Hello dear viewers, welcome to today's English class of BD24 online school, and as usual I am Mohammad Shahidul Islam with you. As we are going through some famous comedies of William Shakespeare, today we have come up with Measure for Measure, which is a renowned comedy by William Shakespeare. So first of all, let me tell you the characters of this play. The central character of this play is Isabella, who is a nun of Vienna, and her brother Claudio. We also find Claudio's beloved, who is Juliet, and Claudio's bosom friend Lucio. We also find the Duke of Vienna, who is Duke Vincentio, and his deputies Angelo and Aeschylus. We also find Angelus, supposed to be woman Mariana, and some other minor characters. So let's start the story of the play. Of the play, we find that Duke Vincentio is very much upset due to the corruption, due to the wrongdoing of Vienna, and he wants to reform the corruptions. But he is afraid that the corruption took place in his time and now he is not worthy enough to change everything readily. So what he does, he appoints a deputy general who is Angelo, who was Duke Vincentio's commissioner once, now is the chief deputy governor, and the another one is Aeschylus, and he tells them that he is leaving Vienna, leaving it in the capable hand of Angelo and Aeschylus. But Vincentio, he doesn't leave, rather he disguises himself and stays in Vienna. So Angelo, everyone thought that he is the right man for this job, but after taking the responsibility, he doesn't act like he used to. Rather, he acts in a frenzy way. After getting the power, it seems that he was misusing the power. What he does at first, he gives a ban order on the brothel of Vienna, and it brings those who are working in a brothel in the street. And another thing, what he does, he imprisons a nobleman of Vienna named Claudio with a news that Claudio and Juliet, they were having a amorous relationship, and Claudio has made Juliet pregnant. For this reason, Angelo imprisons Claudio and sentences death warranty against Claudio. Now Claudio, he is very much afraid because he is about to be hanged any day. So what he does, he requests his friend Lucio that Lucio should go to Isabella, who is a novice in a nunnery. And why he does so? Because he wants Lucio to convince Isabella to come to Angelo and request that Angelo should spare the life of Claudio. In the meantime, Aeschylus, who is very familiar with Claudio and Isabella's father and knows that Isabella and Claudio, they are good individuals, he tries to convince Angelo not to be so much harsh on them, but Angelo, he doesn't listen to Aeschylus. So what happened? Isabella, after learning the situation going on with her own brother, he goes to Angelo in order to convince him so that he can spare the life of his brother Claudio. After watching Isabella, Angelo, a lust for Isabella rises in him. He wants to have Isabella as his mistress. He wants to satisfy his desire, but he doesn't reveal this in their first meeting. Angelo, he remains firm that no, he can't forgive Claudio for his misdeeds. So Isabella once again goes to Angelo, and in the second time, Angelo, he doesn't hide anything, rather he reveals that if Isabella yields her chastity to Angelo, then maybe he will forgive Claudio and will not punish him with death sentence. But Isabella, she wants to be a nun and her chastity is the most important thing, so she doesn't agree with Angelo. She doesn't yield herself to Angelo's lustful desire. She goes to Claudio with rage and tells Claudio everything. After learning the situation that Angelo wants Isabella as his mistress, Claudius, he also outburst in fury. But after thinking for a moment, then if Isabella doesn't satisfy the desire of Angelo, Claudio will be hanged. Then Claudio also requests Isabella to go to Angelo as his mistress. It was a cowardice act from Claudio, but Isabella, whatever happens, she doesn't want to satisfy the desire of Angelo. So when Claudio and Isabella, they were talking, Vincentio, as a disguised person, was present there because he was watching over his own city. He was watching over the actions taken by Angelo, and he was not happy. So he asks Isabella, he goes to Isabella in order to help her. He goes to Isabella and tells her that, okay, you agree with Angelo. You should agree with Angelo. You tell him that you will meet him in a dark place where you will yield yourself to Angelo. And Vincentio also tells Isabella that there is a woman named Mariana who was engaged to Angelo few years ago, but Angelo didn't marry her because she was unable to provide the dowry. So now Vincentio, he makes the plan that in a dark place Angelo and Isabella will meet, but it will not be Isabella, rather it will be Mariana who will meet Angelo in a dark place, and Angelo, he will satisfy his desire, his lust. Thus Isabella will not lose her chastity, and Claudio, he will also get out of prison, and Mariana, maybe there is a potentiality she'll be able to marry Angelo. This was the plan of Vincentio. So everything goes according to the plan. In a dark place, Angelo and Mariana, they meet, and Angelo, he satisfies his base desire. But after satisfying his desire, Angelo doesn't have any idea that it wasn't Isabella, rather it was Mariana. Angelo doesn't know that. But even after satisfying his desire, he is not ready to give Claudio his life back, rather he remains firm in his decision. So in this situation, Duke Vincentio, he again comes up and he writes a letter to Angelo that he is coming back to Vienna, and if anyone have any complaint against Angelo, they should come up. So Vincentio reaches Vienna, and now Angelo is very much afraid that maybe Isabella might come up with a complaint against him. So in front of Duke Vincentio, Isabella comes up with a complaint that Angelo, he has violated her chastity, violated her honor, with a hope that he will give Claudio his life back, but he didn't do so. And Mariana, she also comes forward that Angelo has violated her chastity as well. So Duke Vincentio, he appears as an actor, and he doesn't believe Isabella and Mariana, rather he believes Angelo, and it was a plan of Vincentio. And in that court, people were talking about a disguised man who was seen in the street of Vienna and who was giving people misinformation. And Angelo is very much furious about that disguised person, and that disguised person is none other than the Duke himself. So he comes up with this disguise, and everyone, they are trying to catch this man in disguise, and this disguised man revealed as the Duke Vincentio himself. So everyone is like, wow, what is this? It's none other than Duke Vincentio. And then Duke Vincentio reveals that he was in Vienna and he was watching over the things that Angelo were doing, and he was very ashamed of Angelo that Duke has given him the ultimate power, the autonomous power, but Angelo has misused it, and he wants to punish Angelo. But it was the surprise that Mariana, she pleads to Duke that Angelo should be forgiven, and Duke, he agrees with Mariana on one condition: if Angelo marries Mariana, he will forgive Angelo. So this is what happens. Angelo marries Mariana, and Claudio is also saved as the Duke is present. And Claudio and Juliet, they were not a lustful couple, rather they were also engaged, and they will be married in future. And the most surprising thing is that the Duke Vincentio, he proposes Isabella, who wants to be a nun. and after being proposed by the Duke himself, Isabella also agrees to marry the Duke. So we find three couples: Angelo, Mariana, Duke Vincentio, Isabella, Claudio, and Juliet. These three couples reunited at the end of the play, and thus the play comes to an ending which is happy and jolly. So dear viewers, that's all for today's story, Major for Major. Maybe in the next class we'll come up with something new. Till then, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.